I'm not even ready to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. Why not, right? I'm not even ready to go live, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love you. What's going down? All my round up homies in the building. Good evening. Good. Back when I was at Hampton University singing at the choir, you couldn't say good. You had to say good. Good evening when you're singing. Good. It's so interesting to see that stuff. Come on inside. I got a few things I want to show you that have really skyrocketed my real estate and just entrepreneurial acumen, if you will. And I want to share them with you tonight. Good evening, y'all. It's 9 o'clock. It's getting late. I don't got time to be staying up late. I'll be going to sleep quick. Let's save that. Save. So I want to talk to you real quickly about some things that they just don't get any play. Good evening. I'm Chris Haskins. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Good evening. Good evening. Patricia, what's going on? Good to see you. Patricia, if you don't get in touch with Clarence, make sure you please email me. I need to make sure you guys get together because that's what you are here for. Clarence needs to get you straight. I know he's running crazy, but they got to get you straight. Journey with Joe, what's up? So I want to talk about some things that get zero airplay. And as I was talking to some people today, I'm like, just thinking about all the things that I have personally accomplished. And there's only a few things in my life, right? Very few things. But I want to show you that these things have just tons and tons of weight when it comes to your success. And one of the first things that I want to talk to you about is just being kind to people. I don't know where this whole giving people a hard time about working a job or having employment or being employed or having to go to work to have the humility to take care of their families is a bad thing. Where did this mess come from? I want to make sure that we don't give having a job on my channel a bad rap because it is an honorable, a noble thing to have a personal employment for your family and for yourself. Those of us who are entrepreneurs, none of us started out as wheeling and dealing, doing deals. And I'm going to get to some of this Turo stuff real quickly. And I apologize that I'm not able to go live as much as I can because I got 3 kids. We're moving. Wife going to New York. I'll be in New York City all next week, June 13th to the 19th. I'll be there all next week. I would love to see you. Hit me up. I'm working on doing a lunch and learn with Welby and Daniel right now. But the first life hack is don't let being employed be a bad thing. Second, be kind. Why can't we be kind to people? I just feel like, man, where did being kind to people like turn bad? Like this whole Steve Jobs mess about being shrewd and harsh businessman. Where did that mess come from? And I have witnessed this, y'all. I'm living proof. My career works because of my empathy toward people. I promise you. I did a testimonial today of a house that I bought. Lady just gave me a great deal. She's like, you know what, Chris, you were just the kindest person that I wanted to talk to about my problem. Her husband died, passed away. It was crazy. And I'm going to bring that testimonial to you shortly so you can see that. Rebecca, if you're watching, it's an honor to have met you and make your acquaintance. Other thing is, you don't have to show, as I'm moving through life, and when I talk to people, I really downplay what I'm doing, like the business that we do and all this stuff, the houses and all the real estate. That's just a byproduct of just being a nice person. I just feel like we don't. My daughter asked me the other day, she says, Chris, why is everybody so on edge everywhere I go? Like, I might bump into somebody or even in a car. Road rage is just so high. People getting shot, so much crime. Everybody's just ready to take it to the next level. And I really believe that us not interacting with each other has kind of pushed that a little much. But I think that just the everyday struggles that we go through, we all need therapy. I get therapy. Every week I have a therapist, like my own personal, what is it, consigliere that can just listen to everything that I'm going through. She listens to me. She gives me input. Every week I'm in therapy. Every week. And I feel like I've figured a few things out. Like I'm like a quote unquote having some success in life. And I'm like, shit, I don't got nothing figured out. I'm still trying to figure it all out. And I want everybody to know that we're all still trying to figure it out. And I know this, I'm not doing this video here for numbers or for optimization purposes or to try to get any type of ranking. I really just want to peel back the layers of just my life, how I've applied this stuff and it has worked for me. Empathy, compassion, humility. The next thing, round up, I want to ask you, who, when was the last time you showed that you cared, that you even cared about the next person? Like, when I was in Dubai, it's just so much. And I mean, the people, the wonderful people of Dubai, I love you guys. You guys showed me so much love. But I was just noticing, maybe it was because there's so many people there. Everybody's just out for me. Gotta go where I gotta go, where I need. Me. Let's go, 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 go. Me. Everything. Everybody's looking for me. When have we? And when was the last time we just take out and say, you know what? I care about you. Let me tell you what I did the other day. A gentleman at my church, his wife died. I got his phone number. I'm going to be going over to visit him. But I'm just saying, just little things to show our community that we care. We're not always trying to extract value out of something or extract money or try to get something from everybody. Everybody's trying to get something. And what can you do for me? What has worked for me in business is where I say, you know what? I'm good. Forget about me. Let's talk about you. What is it that's going on in your life? How can I help you? What is it that you need? Where do you want to go? What can I do to help you? It is so counterintuitive when we come out of the womb. We're all like crying, like me, feed me, feed me, feed me. But what I've learned, Roundup, is like the guys who make the most money, they're nothing but servants. All we do is figure out ways to serve people. People are like, Crystal, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. Let's find out what's the best move to do. What do we need to do to serve these people? So just care a little bit. Just care. So let me show you this screen right here. This is a snapshot I got. Y'all know I just bought a minivan for what is it? Turo, right? So I got the screen. This is going to be our profit for. It's just amazing how this thing works. So what I did, I told myself about a month ago, we bought this thing. Oops. Oh, come on, stupid thing. I bought this in May, right? And I want y'all to see. So it's a minivan. Let's see if I can find the pictures. There we go. So I bought this minivan, I don't know, a month ago, right? So, and the reason I bought it, because I'm like, you know what can I do to keep serving to do better, help my community, create value, team up with another person that already knows Turo, right? That was my whole goal. And what I did was I put up the money to buy the car and they're going to manage it. So now I have a team that does this stuff. But look at our profit. So you see here, let me blow this up for you. So far we've had it listed for a month, not even a month, a couple weeks. We've made it $500 last month. And this is going to be June right here. Look at this. So in June, we'll make almost $1,000 on one car. We've already made this. These are already booked uh, rides for the month. But I'm showing y'all this to say, how can I serve? There's no way I could have done this by myself. There's no way. I have no idea what I was doing on Turo. But what I decided to do was say, you know what? Number one, I care. Number two, how can I serve? So I reached out to another person that was already doing Turo. How can I serve you? She goes, well, we can use some more cars. So I'm like, boom, let's go get a car. Boom, got a car. You get, they make the majority of the money. I take a cut. But it goes back to serving. What can I do to serve, yo? I think that's just, I think everywhere I go, it kills me. Fast food service is horrible. Chick-fil-A, they do okay. You go to the store to buy something, cashiers, they don't give a crap. The stocking guys, the gas station, I'm going to BJ. Seems like everywhere I go, the fabric of our culture and society, the service and the caring is just on E level. That's what they used to say when I was in college. Man, I'm on E. It's just, it is it's lacking. And on one hand, I'm thinking, okay, my people, descendants of slaves, they never had anything. Why in the hell would they work hard now when our ancestors worked so hard for absolutely nothing? On one side, I struggle to understand why would we even want to work hard, right? Because we need to be compensated for what our ancestors went through. That's one thinking. But on the other side, I'm like, shit, if we don't work, we definitely won't get anything because the government ain't giving us nothing. So let's figure out a way to work hard, do better, go the extra mile, show up early, leave late, all that stuff. So I'm struggling. Which one do I want to adapt, pass on to my kids? Yes, the government needs to help Black people, forget minorities, Black people. I want to make sure we're in our own category, right? Descendants of slaves. That's me. Who is this? Who is that? Journey with Jay. People don't always remember what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. You know what? I think that's so important. Caring. I'm telling y'all, if you care about sellers, care about your contractors, care about your realtors and brokers. I'm caring about my video editor. I'm caring about my wife, kids, all my rounded up homies. What is it I can do to serve you? I'm constantly thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Constantly for my kids, for everybody. And I really feel like if you approach life and being a businessman and being an entrepreneur from a servant perspective, I do not see how it's almost like the universe has no other option. The universe has these rules, right? It's like sun goes around. I mean, Earth goes around the sun this amount of days. Moon goes that way. The Earth's tilted. Gravity there. You got the sky here, blue. It's got certain colors. The universe is so strict. It's got these rules. One of the rules, if you apply them in business, the universe has to, by default, give you what you put in. If you do this, and this, just like when the earth spins, if it passes 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun will come out, right? It will get bright. It's just like it's a universal law. So if you sacrifice, you show these things that we went over tonight, empathy, you care, you're nice to people, you're kind. It's almost like the universe, you're doing a lock, like a combination lock. And when you turn it, boom, it opens up. It has to give you back. It has to. So I want to ask you, when was the last time you deployed empathy, compassion, caring, listening? Dan Kennedy says, listening is a lost art form. When was the last time you just sat down? You know what? Let me listen to what you got going on. What you got? I will tell you, an open ear is priceless. It's priceless. Somebody's going to listen to what you got to say. And I know I'm not giving you all these strategies, and I know we need to get into some strategies, but you can get a lot of that on my channel. But this is the top layer, the 40,000 foot view that you have to apply before you can deploy the strategies. Because if you deploy these real estate strategies that I'm teaching you, and you don't have empathy, you don't care, you're not kind, you don't have compassion, you don't have humility, these same strategies that work for me, like water, like clockwork, they will not work for you. You can try to deploy them and apply them to different sellers, listening to people, but you're gonna constantly be looking, what is in it for me? Let me tell you what I think about when I look at a property to buy. I go in thinking that I'm not gonna get the deal. Well, I hope I'm gonna get it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do my best in this negotiation. If I get the deal, cool. If I don't get the deal, just as cool. No problem. It's no problem. So that's how I approach it. And when I go in there, the seller, they can tell. They can smell it. They can feel it. They can sense the pheromones coming out of your pores. Like, this guy's so desperate to buy my house. When I go in there, I'm like, Miss Smith, I may or may not buy this house, but at least I made a new friend. It's okay. I'm not here to beat you up. So when you approach people and you care, genuinely care about what the best future for them, then you can craft a good deal. All right. So I don't want to get too deep on you tonight, man. This stuff's been on my heart. As I was talking to my cousin today, he's like, man, Chris, can you look at what you have accomplished? And I take my life for granted too. I'm gonna be the first to tell you. I'm always like grinding, get more deals, get more leads, get raise more money, get more rental property, more. Now I look back and I talk to somebody else and they're like, damn, Chris, look what the hell look at this, what you did. You got this, you got record, you got plat, you got play button. I'm like, shoot, man, wait, maybe I am somebody, right? And I'm no different from you. I promise you, I am you. I'm just another guy trying to figure it all out. Okay, I'm just trying to figure it all out, trying to figure out where do we fit in this equation we call life. So start at the 40,000 foot view first, supposed to say me, 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 me. Take a huge drink of empathy. Just swallow it, gulp it down. It's not thinking less of yourself, just thinking of yourself less. Okay, and once again, I'm not trying. This is not for optimization. I know this video is not going to be one of the huge, get a lot of views, but sometimes, man, I just have to share this stuff with you because I'm obviously people email me all day, every day. I get direct messages. Chris, help me with this. I need this. And once again, I'm here to serve. I'm here to serve. But at the end of the day, the golden rule is, what can I do? And I wish I could share. So a guy hired me this week, right, to be his trustee for his land trust. I mailed the documents off. I will do a training on that so you can see what it looks like to be somebody else's trustee. And you can hire me. I mean, I do have a fee for that, but I thought it was pretty cool to see. This guy lived in, I don't know where he lived, Ohio or something. So I can honestly say in this moment in my life, I am trustee for land trusts all around the country. Florida, I don't even know, Maine, Ohio, Oregon. People call me up, Maryland. People call me. They say, Chris, I want you to be my trustee for my land trust. All right, cool. I send them the invoice. They pay. I sign the papers. I send it back. So the main thing is round up. You got to care about people. You can't just go through this life. Maybe your business is doing better than mine, which it might be. Maybe you're not caring. What up, Philip? Good to see you, my friend Patricia. Am I going to do a training on Turo? Yes, we're working on that with my team, Rodriga, as I'm looking at the money. So we do $1,000 a month. I have the car paid off. It's just amazing how. And I'm going to leave you with one more thing. I'll let you go. I got to get this to you. Monique, what up? Hey, oh, my Lord. Oh, my goodness gracious. Monique, it is good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, my old friend. You're too much. I wanted to leave y'all with this. I woke up this morning. I have to actually give a keynote next month at this seminar thing, right? I'm starting to speak more now that the virus is winding around. So, we do need to earn money. I'm gonna leave you with this. It's crazy. This was on my mind when I woke up. We don't have an earning money problem. The secret to success and getting wealthy is management. Management, y'all. Forget making money. And I don't want to minimize the fact that some of us may or may not have enough money at the end of the month, right? You may have more month than money. Earning is the easy part. Shit's easy. Everybody can do it. You can go out there, get a job at Krispy Kreme or McDonald's or KFC or some government job or work at some huge giga plant. You can get a job. You can make money. We got that down. Everybody on planet Earth is making. Oh, and let's just say in America, you're making money. Well, you're working for an entertainment company. You're working for a management company. Whatever it is, working at Lowe's. You're making money. That is not the problem. The secret to wealth is in the management. It's in the management. How do I know this? Because I've made six figures. I've made tons of capital back when I was younger. Lost it all. Didn't know how to manage it. Not to manage it. Earning is just one part of the equation. You don't got to earn. You do not have an earning problem. I promise you. Secret to wealth is all in the management. You got to figure out how to manage that stuff. When it comes in, boom, where does it go? And the management that's going to take you out of here is what I call stored value. Stored value. The reason that my people stay broke, we don't have no stored value. Chris, what do you mean by that? Stored value. Crypto, gold, silver, precious metals, real estate, stuff that you put the dollar in and lock it up. See, the problem is what I thought you make all this money, put it in a bank, right? But then it's sitting there. What happens? What do? I never forget. Rich dad, poor dad. Having money is nothing but just like having a piece of ice. You're chipping it away, it's just melting away. So, what do we have to do? Store the value. And my choice of storage is real estate. Why? Because real estate, while you're storing it, throws off monthly cash flow called rent. Let me rewind. You can get gold and all this stuff. My choice of stored value is real estate because real estate, while I'm storing the capital in the property, throws off monthly cash flow called rent. Okay, so I just gotta I want to make sure open up your mind to this stuff because I don't care if you make 250,000 a year. If you do not know how to store value, you're gonna make that money. All you're going to do is spend it, just like me. I just spend it. No matter the more I make, the more I spend. Monique, yeah, low one do. Okay, learn from university. All right, yeah. Well, we could definitely talk about that. We could talk about that. Good to see you. Unlimited money. You're right. They're printing it. They're printing money. Printing it. I mean, if you can't get your hands on some capital today, you ought to be ashamed. The government gave people 10 grand. I mean, people they were giving it away. So caring, empathy, compassion, be kind. Once again, I don't think that I consider myself like a nice guy, man. People they walk over me every day. My wife's like, "Why you let them do this stuff?" I'm like, babe, that's just part of being a boss. You gotta let people just let them go, let them go. And my daughters sometimes ask me, "Dad, why you let them do that?" When you turn into a boss, you have to make sure that your brain is always focused in the right direction. So what people will do is they'll try to bump your brain to get you off, set you off. So no. I know where I need to be. Well, all right, let them go. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. People will walk in front of my car. And I finally decided to say, you know what? I have pity for them. My life is in a better place than they are. Let them go. Just leave them alone. Because people will walk in front of your car and like, what the hell? You crazy? But I had to learn that their life might be in a rough state. So leave them alone. We're all so blessed to be here in America, no matter how we got here. And I love my immigrants. This is not a shot at immigrants. I'm like, I love you guys, but my people were brought here. Like everybody says, immigrants work hard and they do this. I'm like, I didn't have a choice to be here. I didn't. I mean, I'm sure I would have wanted to come here too, but it's not like my people didn't have the opportunity to work hard and save and open up a business. We didn't have that. So I just don't see how immigrants and somebody that was forced to come here. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a fair debate in my mind. Now, I know immigrants, y'all work hard. I'm not taking nothing away from you, but you can't compare to my people that were brought here, starting from nothing and not even allowed to own anything. Okay, let's start with that. No one even talks about that stuff. Everybody's like, "Oh, immigrants, they come here, they work hard, they live together, and they live below." I'm like, well, okay, my people, they did all that stuff, but the system made sure that they didn't own anything. They couldn't even have a bank account. They couldn't even it wasn't even legal for them to read. Okay, so let's make sure we keep that in mind. All right. Okay, round up, homies. Good to see you. GQ. What up, homie? What up? What up? It's good to see y'all, man. I just wanted to leave y'all with those few words of encouragement just to kind of get some people over the hump. I know we're all trying to make more money. The secret of wealth is in the management. As I go manage my son's butt into the tub, I will be managing some booty in the tub tonight. And this weekend, I'm going to go over a property that we just did. I'm going to go over all the numbers. We bought it, sold it the same day. We're going to get paid 3 times. When we buy it, we get paid when we bought it, monthly, and when we sell it eventually. So when we cash out of it, I look forward to sharing that with you. Round up, make sure you take a second to subscribe to the channel. Like this content, share with anybody else that's in the game. And if you haven't seen it yet, I got to keep, I'm just so honored to have. Look at that. I got one, y'all. Your boy got, I got one. Matter of fact, if you want me to do a YouTube masterclass, it's on my heart to do one of these things. I want to show you how to get residual passive income. with YouTube and get 100,000 subscribers. I have done it. I know how to do it, right? So I've got the system. If you want that, just type in the number one. Maybe just hit the number one and hit it on chat there. If anybody wants me to do a YouTube masterclass, yes, I'm going to charge you because it takes me time to put this stuff together. I'm going to show you how to do funnels, videos, thumbnails, affiliate marketing, continuity. What is continuity? Where you get monthly income every month. So, okay. So, if you guys want me to do a YouTube and internet marketing masterclass, type in one there, and I think I'll try to put that together by the end of the month. If you think real estate is fun, this YouTube internet stuff is just ridiculous. It makes real estate look so boring, right? All right, round up homies. I love you. Get out there and deploy some of these strategies. They're not sexy. Nobody's going to come home and say, nobody's going to do a video on how kind you were. Nobody's going to do a video on how empathetic. All the videos are on private jet, boats, new car, all this stuff. Trevor, thank you, my friend. You know what? Thank you for supporting me, dog. I can't even. Patricia, too. Oh, man. Monique, God is love. Thank you so much. Carlos, thank you. Yeah, okay. So what look like we want to do? I'm going to do a subject 2 masterclass and a YouTube and internet marketing masterclass. So I'm going to ramp it up after. I'll be in New York all next week. My kids playing in Carnegie Hall. But nobody's going to do a video on how kind you were to people. But let me tell you, it's a book called Lifeonaire. Like, instead of being a millionaire, let's be a lifeonaire. Get more of life. He talks about doing kind things, and you get to keep all the return. Now, when you do business, you get to keep some of the ROI, right? You get ROI, but when you deploy kindness and empathy and compassion, humility, you get to keep all the ROI, all of it. And I'm telling you, I made money in my life. I've got good ROIs, but that ROI on caring and kindness and having integrity, man, it's like, man, you talking about makes you feel like, how does it make you feel? Man, you just feel like you can just take over the world, man. Magnanimous, is that the word? It makes you feel so much better. Like, you will make a few dollars. Everybody will make a few dollars. But deploying that caring, man, that goes so much farther, and it makes you feel so much better. All right, Roundup. That's all I got, man. I don't want to hold you up. Trevor, thank you. One of my members. That's one of my dogs right there. Trevor, good to see you. All right, Roundup. I'll see you this Saturday. The next video is coming out Saturday, how I turn myself into the bank and I stop doing repairs. If you do lease options and seller financing. All right, see y'all soon. Peace.